Hello, welcome to my office. My name is Jon Ferwerda. I'm an entrepreneur, I write software, and come on in. I like to keep a nice tidy office. Right now I've got a few things on the desk. One is the Chaos Imperative, because Matt asked me to talk about it. It's an excellent book that's just about creating white space for yourself and being organized in chaos. So I live out in the country, and yeah, I find that taking walks at lunchtime is very effective for just getting some ideas out, and yeah, it's a great book. Highly recommend. Other books I recommend are 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel, which is pretty much about the difference between a business that globalizes or a business that comes up with novel ideas. And so I know right now I'm just globalizing, I'm just creating database software for people, but eventually I want to be able to create. Most of the other stuff I'd recommend is for software only, like the Pragmatic Programmer, but also if you do anything with interfaces, the best interface is no interface.
Oh, so that covers On Purpose, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so it's a fun read. He talks a lot about how the problem with technology right now is screens. And I mean, for a lot of things you need screens, like spreadsheets or database applications. But if you can create products that don't require screens, that can notify your users without grabbing all of their attention, then you're definitely winning. So I love whiteboarding. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love planning. So I've got nothing on my whiteboard right now because I just finished up a big part of my project, which is the dashboard. So I've got pretty much the plan for it. The dashboard will be where the user can see their tasks and they can see their current leads. And because it's called the dashboard, I'm planning on having it give a random dashboard confessional quote when you go to it. So totally unnecessary. So I love whiteboarding. I love color as well. So got lots of different markers here, and 3 different whiteboards. So this is my main whiteboard, which usually I'll do big ideas on layout, layout designs, database structures. For my business, future planning. Every year in November I like to do yearly goals. So I usually do just a straight line and then do different goals. Some are closer to the line, and that means I'll try to get them done around that time. Otherwise, it's kind of just an idea. This whiteboard is for random notes. Usually when I'm talking to my client, I'll put stuff on there. And then this one is stuff I need to think about. So usually I'll do the next update, what I want to get done over here, and then do check marks. And then right now I've got differentiating version 1 and version 2 because I'm almost done version 1, and I need to know how to say yes to certain features in my project and no to certain features. So, yeah, and
awesome.
then I've just got random Arduinos and stuff that I like to dink around with. That's my office.
Cool. Sweet, thanks man.
You're welcome.
Hey guys, Matt McKeever here. So I'm just in John's office. I just wanted to really highlight this one book because it had such a huge impact on me. 2016 was a year where I became really focused on my influences and trying to help really cultivate them and be particular about who and what I allowed to influence me. And this book really brought into perspective the value related to giving yourself white space, allowing yourself time to think, giving yourself the opportunity to just really map out whatever is on your mind, whatever you're kind of trying to process or parse currently. And the beauty of a whiteboard is you can just map it all out there and you can just let it sit there for a day or two, and then you can come back and return to it if you want to. John's the reason I'm so big on whiteboards. Between that and this book, I hadn't ever whiteboarded before or really considered it, which seems crazy now because it's something I'm doing, if not on a daily basis, certainly on a weekly basis. So that's huge. So again, I highly recommend you check out The Chaos Imperative. And one other thing I just want to talk about was John and myself, probably at the start of 2016, we'd really more classify ourselves as acquaintances, I think. And I'd always knew Jon was a very intelligent guy and very motivated, and in 2016 I tried to become very focused on making sure that I surrounded myself with like-minded individuals, and I want to become a highly motivated and intelligent person, so I made sure that I brought Jon into my social circle. And so essentially I just kind of like reached out to you and said, hey, we should hang out sometime.
Yeah.
And then Jon gave me a text one day when he happened to be in London. We think it was in February or March of 2016. And so essentially ever since then, we've just been doing kind of like a monthly meetup, an accountability meeting where we just kind of sit down, usually alternate at each other's homes, and just spend 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours just kind of talking and just kind of mapping out what we got on the go, what we're thinking on, what we're trying to improve with ourselves, and trying to help keep each other accountable. At different points in time, we've even like mapped out goals and our plans for the future. We haven't been quite as consistent with doing that, but at the same time, we're really staying on top of each other's progress and projects, and it's just a ton of fun. I really recommend you consider doing this as well in your social circle. Reach out to those really cool, really intelligent people that you maybe only see once or twice a year at a party because they're a friend of a friend. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Get value from your social interactions. Reach out to them. Tell them you recognize their intelligence, or that you respect their hard work, or whatever it is about them that you want to be able to start absorbing and bringing into your own life, because you're going to get a ton of value from that, and there's no sense to not start doing it today. All right, thanks again, guys, and thanks, Jon.
You're welcome.
And I'll see you later.